Hey guys, welcome back to some more Super Mario Sunshine. What do you want, Toad? You've been screaming out here for the past 30 minutes.
Mario! Did you see that creepy boat on the dock over there? And she got kidnapped again?
Okay. My ears can only take so much.
Mario, you gotta help the fellow Toad. He's stuck underneath the floor. I don't know what the hell happened.
I think I'm joking, but I'm not kidding. There's actually a Toad that for some reason in this segment of the game, in this segment only, is under the F.L.U.D Plaza.
What the heck?
I don't know why. It seems like a weird error they had when programming the game. They just kind of, I guess, put the wrong number in somewhere and just stuck them under the floor.
He buried him again, didn't he?
So
Yeah.
I saw that you got some sweet shades. How do you get the sweet shades?
So these unlock once you get at least 30 shines, but we're not really going to be using them for the playthrough. I just wanted to showcase that, because what the shades really do is, besides making Mario look cooler, they also put this heavy darkening filter on top of the game, which reduces the contrast like real shades, but it makes things a lot harder to see, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh no, I wonder who Shadow Mario could really be.
It's Donkey Kong, isn't it?
It's Donkey Kong, Donkey King.
You know, I actually went and put it past him.
Well, I mean, it just drove off in a Bowser-shaped boat.
The very first time Mario met him, he was trying to kill him, so...
Yeah.
This is true.
And, I mean, he was, as a quote, an old quote from a video game I like, he was, some sort of deranged ape that went off, that throws Chuck's barrels and made off with a pretty winch.
Wait, he's the Chuckster then.
Man, this park must not be busy. There's no lines.
Yeah. Now you're first in line.
Yeah, what do I win? A Shadow Mario chase.
Oh, great. I like those. There's actually two in this level in particular in there.
Yeah, well, this one is more just a scripted sequence thing. Although it's kind of funny because, while this is a scripted sequence to play into this cutscene with the chase, there is a small window when you're running into this cutscene. If you hit exit level while still going into the cutscene, it skips the cutscene, keeps you in the level, and then you just still play the game. Because these cutscenes normally in Sunshine, they're not skippable.
So that's the only way you can definitely skip cutscene.
Yeah, because the cutscenes that happen in episode 1 here in Pinna Park, you can pause the game before the cutscenes start. It's the only case in the whole game where you can skip these cutscenes.
Huh. I wonder who Shadow Mario could be.
It's Diddy Kong.
No, maybe he's the real Mario and the one we've been playing is the fake.
Oh, we're really Diddy Kong. That explains all the red.
I don't know if you saw this, Lester. When you're confrontation with Shadow Mario in the pool, if you saw it for a brief second, I don't know if you saw it or I saw, I saw definitely Paper Mario text, the title Paper Mario in the reflection of Shadow Mario's reflection.
Yeah, it's probably just a weird, reflection thing, because I don't know if they're even supposed to be pseudo-referencing anything here.
I don't know why I saw that, but I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the footage, but I definitely saw text, Super Mario text, in the reflection of Shadow Mario. So this segment's got weird controls.
Yeah, because of every time you turn a corner, the physics for the rockets can be a little different. But our goal here is just to hit Bowser's robot statue thing here a bunch of different times. I think it's 5 times in total, and then this thing's destroyed.
Yeah.
But in this segment right here, if you pause the game and exit the level at the right time, you skip this cutscene coming up as well. The only other cutscene you can skip. And this is a pretty lengthy one, too, because this has a big drop in story. This is when they give you all the plot.
Yeah, and they reveal who Shadow Mario really is. And it's actually...
Don't spoil it.
It's Wario. Oh man, I knew it with that fat lard.
Is actually the first canonical appearance of Baby Bowser. Or Bowser Jr.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say Baby Bowser's a whole different thing.
Sorry. I keep
a whole
getting
different
Baby
thing.
Bowser and Bowser Jr. always freaking mixed up. And it drives me insane because every time in my LP, I have to do that and correct myself. Every freaking time.
Oh, there's confusing thing when it comes to these Bowser kids in general because you got Bowser Jr., you got Baby Bowser, and then you have the Koopa kids. They're all so similar looking. That's why for Bowser Jr., they pretty much kept this scarf on him for the most part. The only one that's really different looking.
Yeah.
Can I just say the voice acting kind of gives me chills?
Voice acting's kind of...
Yeah, it's the only Mario game they've ever done this with for a reason.
Yeah, they never really had voice acting in any Mario games afterwards.
Besides Mario himself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, besides grunts, yeah, there's no speech like this. So basically, the weird story is Bowser told his son that Peach is his mother. Don't know how that would work at all, but sure, he believes it. And kidnaps Peach for that reason, because he wants his mother back.
How did Bowser even have kids in the first place?
The worst part about this cutscene is that when Peach is told that, she's like, I'm your mama? And doesn't really question it outside of that. Like, she has to think about it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, and I know this is a shocker to everybody. I mean, hold your horses for this one, folks. But Peach is a ditz.
Yep, that's very true.
She's a kind of a ditz. So
She didn't remember her 25th birthday.
yeah, so I'm not surprised that was her response to her supposed son saying that she was her mama.
Yeah, let's just say that her having that little doubtfulness is why there's so much interesting drawings out there about this, at the very least.
There's so many interesting theories about it too. But we're actually going back to Pinna Park now, and
Oh man, I wanted to stay in the amusement park.
yeah, we are going back to the amusement park.
Well, we kind of. Episode 2 here doesn't actually take place inside the park, it's actually outside, because it's a secret level. And the secret's inside that cannon.
And it's Rossetti. Oh no.
You resetted the game again.
You resetted
didn't
the
you,
game
Lester?
again.
Oh, so this was his new job.
He's not even in the New Horizons, so maybe, yeah.
You didn't even do it right. You just like, yeah, I could just skip it. Yeah.
So, there's a weird thing about this one. The secret entrance is always there, no matter if that mole is in the cannon or not. So what you're supposed to do is, when you get close enough, the mole throws out bomb bombs that you can go ahead and spray, and then catch them to throw back. And you're supposed to do that 3 times. We don't need to do that because there is like a split moment when the mole's going back into his cannon where his hitbox just doesn't work anymore, and you can just go through him and get into the secret world. Like, excuse me, buddy, scoot over, I'm coming in.
As you can see, this level's gimmick is disappearing blocks.
Yeah. This is kind of a tight one. I think the beginning's much harder than the ending. The ending's not that bad.
Yeah.
I do like the background here is a big reference to Yoshi's Island, though.
Yeah.
It's one of the prettier backgrounds from the secrets.
I need to actually sit down and play Yoshi's Island one day.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I gotta say, of all the worlds you have to constantly re-enter, I think Pinna Park is one of the worst ones for time's sake because of how long it takes the cannon to shoot you.
Yeah, you have to sit there and get in the cannon, wait for it to turn over to aim at Pinna Park, then fire.
Why do you need to get shot out of a cannon? Where's the boat that's supposed to take us to the park? That's supposed to be safer. Once every guest is supposed to go to Pinna Park, they need to take the cannon.
No wonder it's an expensive park.
No wonder it's an expensive park.
And the wonder why there's no one here. There's probably too many fatalities.
So we got swinging pirate ships, and we got to get red coins on this one.
Oh man, I love those rides.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird one for that reason because, say it with me now, hit detection is weird.
Yeah, this is where we really emphasize that Mario Sunshine's got the weirdest physics out of any 3D Mario game. That
Yeah.
includes the first one. First one had kind of wonky physics too.
Oh man,
Well,
that camera
64,
could have
man.
make you nervous there.
What the heck?
Yeah, stuff like that just happens, which is why this mission is weird.
He just clipped right through that pirate ship.
Wasn't even doing anything weird, I was just standing there, and because the hit detection is all over the place with these rotating ships, it just sometimes pushes you through it. Nothing you can do. Trying to do everything I can to avoid going back on those ships, because I know I'll just fall through it again.
Hey, screw that noise. I ain't doing that anymore. I learned my lesson. I like the sound effects those enemies make every time you kill them. They're like, what?
Yeah. Very comical.
A lot of the enemies in this game are just flat out comical.
Oh, yeah.
Even the cataquacks.
Mario, what kind of strength do you have, man?
Pretty good strength, I will say that.
He just he says, "I've had good days at the jungle gym when I was a kid. I was the jungle gym champion of 1982."
Man, he grew up in fast in 3 years then. If that's the case.
I mean, he aged so quick that he had to become a baby again in like mid-90s.
and then annoy the whole entire gaming community in the process every time Yoshi got hit.
Yeah, although I will say probably one of the worst sounds is actually Baby Peach from Yoshi's Island DS. Oh man, that sounds bad.
Oh, I haven't played a Yoshi's Island DS.
Well, she's really high-pitched.
Is it even that good of a game?
I mean, people say it's not as good as the original, but it's alright. What I've heard, I haven't really played it myself.
I don't know. I think, if you ask me, it's hard to replicate Yoshi's Island. They've tried so many times to replicate it, but it just didn't really work out for them.
Yeah. It's really only worked with one case, and that's with Yoshi's Woolly World, because it plays basically like Island, but it does its own unique thing.
Oh my gosh, I remember these sunflowers. When they come back up, it just sounds like they said, "Oh, I love a dick."
Yeah, no. That's not what they're saying. It's supposed to be saying, "Oh, I'm loving it," but everyone misconstructs it.
The way that she sounds like it says, "Oh, I love a dick."
Yeah, it's just like when Mario throws Bowser in 64, everyone thinks it's so long gay Bowser. It's so long gay Bowser. Sometimes some recordings maybe should just redo it because it sounds a little too much like something else.
Actually, Charles Martinet actually confirmed it last year that he actually was saying, "So long, King Bowser." That's how he said.
Yeah, and again, it could just twist it around for something else.
Came out as something else, really. Yeah, it does sound like it. Doesn't.
I'm scarred for life now. This isn't a
I
kid's game
think if
anymore.
I remember correctly, Chugga mentioned that too. Whenever
Of course he
when he LP'd this game years ago.
Old Chugga was ruthless.
Yeah, that was when Chugga was very loose.
Yeah. So that mission's very interesting because our goal was to free the sunflowers from the Yoshi-looking egg creatures, but doing that unlocks a Yoshi for us to just use now in the whole game. Kind of random, but sure, we'll take it.
Are you gonna go rescue him? Are you gonna go rescue him? You gonna stop for just a moment to go rescue him?
I mean, first I gotta get a life. Add that to the collection.
You need a life. Go get a life.
That's why I'm on vacation. Trying to find one.
He's got infinite lives.
Yeah, I got infinite continues. It isn't like, oh gosh,
Well, bye, Mario.
the bonk right in the head. Don't you just love it when you bonk? Oh my gosh.
Oh man, he's changing up. He's zigzagging.
Oh my gosh, Shadow Mario.
Really, man? You couldn't you just drop this thing like 2 more inches to the left?
Like, literally, just 2 more inches, and that would have worked.
Like, look, the second I picked up the bananas, like, good enough.
Now you got Yoshi. Yoshi is very, very useful. He squirts out stomach acid to reveal levels like this if you eat fruit, and the kind of weird like textures you'll see that are like covered in like lava like goop. If you squirt the stomach acid at it, it'll actually dissolve it.
Yeah.
There's a couple instances where you'll see that. But Yoshi's very, very much needed for a lot of things in particular. And like that last episode in Rico Harbor. And to get a couple blue coins in those levels.
Yeah, we'll definitely see more use of Yoshi starting with the next video, because in this one, the final mission we're doing for today's part is just going on top of this Ferris wheel. And Yoshi not needed here. It doesn't even exist. Because in some missions, Yoshi will be available, but in most missions in the game, he's not. The weird thing about Yoshi, too, is that you would think, oh, the fruit he gives him a weird color. What's with that? And the fruit actually does have a purpose, because each color Yoshi is will actually do something different to the enemies. So when you do use your juices on them, which is a very weird thing to say, when you use your juices on the enemies, they will turn into these different platforms, and each color does something different. Like purple goes straight, I believe like pink goes up. Some may like go side to side or something. Like each color just does a different thing. Also, for this mission, you're supposed to climb all the way around the back, but you can just kind of hover over.
Yeah, you kind of just skipped all that nonsense.
Yeah, there's a whole platforming section down there.
Also, Yoshi doesn't like water, so if you touch water, he instantly dies.
Yeah. Another interesting thing in this game is that there's no green Yoshi. The only time you see a green Yoshi is when Yoshi's out of stomach juice and he's about ready to disappear. He turns green for a moment and then just disintegrates.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It makes you think that at one point they were planning to have a green Yoshi in the game, like that's a leftover for it, but that just never came to be.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, though. Yoshi kind of is just really fragile in this game in particular.
Yeah, you look at the Yoshi the wrong way and he disintegrates.